Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I hope this weekend is finding everybody well. It's another fine Sunday here, or Saturday. I'm pushing this week further than it needs to be yet. It's another fine Saturday here in the wonderful central time zone of the United States. Spent most of yesterday rainy, and today is cloudy, but at least it's not hot. Okay. And the day starts out cloudy. What is... I guess it fits. It's equal to the weather here in Texas. Hi, Di. How's it going, barbarian?
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of cats.
As you may recall, those two houses, the yellow and the blue, have already been walled off and given a ceiling to stop most of the dripping. So now we're moving on to this house over here. This is the house that I told Kate she could live in. I don't know if she's actually staying in here, because every time I go looking for her when people are sleeping, I can't find her. I'm pretty sure she just leaves town. But the house itself is fairly solid on this end, so it's actually kind of a good place for somebody to be set up in. There is only one bedroom, so it's not going to be a multi-character house, but that's okay. It's got the kitchen here. I can probably set a stove in here. That wall is fairly solid, so it's just these walls over here and the wall on the back here that needs to be adjusted, and something done to make the windows less see-through or pass-through, and of course a ceiling. I have not decided if I'm going to do anything with this car park part yet. That's part of the fun of the game, isn't it? Figuring it out as we go along when we make mistakes. 'Cause that's what I'm best at. Making a mistake and then trying to figure out how to fix my mistake. I know I'm not going to be able to have that on the wall while I'm working at the walls. That won't be able to be at the wall either. Should be okay there. The bed's not in the way. The bathroom is secure. And these items should not interfere with the wall. So let's get started. So did you get a few things done today, Barbarian, or are you just relaxing on a lazy Saturday? Hi, Julie. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. See how horrible that looks from the outside. It looks exceedingly horrible because I forgot that that is a bump out window. Oh, I am terrible. So whatever I put there has to be only as wide as that window. We will get back to that. How horrible does that look from the outside? Oh, I'm 2 for 2 on making things look terrible. Oh, I can fix this one. Mostly. Now we play with trigger control. That should be... Oh, this wall is thinner than I... Oh, you can't see it too terribly when it's... No, it's not even. Let's see if I can... Oh, help if I only grab the wall, not the whole house. I am still not happy with placement, but it's a little bit better now that I know that it's going to stick through slightly on one side or the other. That looks better. And it's not inside the building enough to snap to. Son of a gun. It really wants to snap outside, though. Yeah, and it won't even let me cheat and snap around it on the, store that. So I was thinking about what I could do with that foundation outside the fishing village. Alright, where can I get... Why won't you snap at all? Do I have to be fully inside the building? I thought I was much less inside the building in the other houses. But I also might... I was interacting directly with the ceiling. Let me try and get above the ceiling. That might help. Not today. Fallout, not today. Alright. It is not enjoying that at all. Russ, good to see you. Slacker, happy to see you today. Good Saturday to you. Let's see if I bring it up to just below the ceiling, I may be able to get it to snap to it. It'll go through the wall, but it won't come inside. I know I didn't have this problem in the other two houses. Now, Kate, you might have a problem. Because I don't have a problem. I can live with holes in your walls. Well, being that was an unexpected turn, I'm going to put some more thought into this. But in the meantime, like I just said, I had some ideas about what I can do over on this foundation in the corner above the fishing village. I wanted to do something that was a public space, something that was usable by both the folks who live down in the fishing village and do all the fishing, and the folks who live up here and do all of whatever they're doing, the scrapping and bartending and farming. So what I've decided to do is I am going to move Bob here out of this house and move the Turkey Buzzard's Retreat into its own unique structure on that foundation. I have some floors stored. Or I should have some floors stored. But I don't. Maybe I did have some warehouse floors stored, and I'm not aware of it? Those are barn. No, I only have the one. Oh well. They're all the same size. They're all the same size. If I do this correctly, one of the things I like about a lot of what I see in Bethesda buildings is the lack of symmetry. And I take it that the concept behind that lack of symmetry comes from a idea that somebody is getting their materials from wherever they can find them, and some of the stuff is pre-built, and they're just making it work. And I really like that idea. Hi, Draco. Didn't see you slip in. Good to see you, sir. Okay, now if I'm not missing my guess, this is going to be something that, I am missing my guess. It will let me snap directly to it. Good. And it's getting dark here, so I'm going to... Why won't you snap? Why are you fighting me? Alright. Darkness is not our friend. So I'm going to take a nap. Help if I left build mode. Yeah, Barbarian. Kate can deal with a little bit of ventilation staying in her house for now. Yeah, Draco, I've noticed that nothing in our build menu will match dimensionally with what exists. And I'm convinced that they used two different build kits. Or at least resized something when they built the pre-war stuff. Okay, that's looking good. A little bit of asymmetry from the start. I personally think that this is going to be a collection of building materials, somewhat intentionally. Get some height differences going right away. That's a good little nook. And this one can go up here. There is a reason for not putting a windowed wall on this side. Well, there's several reasons not to, but I do want light coming in there. So, is that the one for... Yeah, that's the one for this side. Okay. Definitely getting that asymmetric look. And we can... There's still going to be some wrecked stuff that they get. They can't avoid that. Not everything is going to be wrecked, though. Ah, I need a corner piece there. Oh, this one will go in the corner then. And we will put that one. No. That's a little really... Those are really ate up. I want something chewed up, but not too badly, and not symmetrical. There we go. Like I said, I want to do the mix of walls because I think it improves the lack of symmetry, or increases the lack of symmetry when you look at it. I could be completely off my rocker and end up building the ugliest structure on the planet. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I am going up to 2 floors in this one. How I'm getting up there is anybody's guess. Not precisely true, I have a plan. Whether it's a good plan will depend on how idiotic this looks when I'm done. Okay. That way. this one goes there. No. Okay. This one can't be there yet. This one goes there. Stair. Can't do that. But I can do this. And I only have to leave half of this one uncovered, I think. No, I have to leave the whole one. The head space just will not accommodate. But I can put something in the corner. Yes. Yes. Now this. I definitely want object snap off for this. Help if I had surface snap off too. This gets the multi-purpose role of supporting both floors. And hopefully I place that low enough to not interfere with railings up there. Now the upstairs. Oh. Not what I was looking for. Oh. That one looks good. That one. That one. Yeah, that'll look good. Get him a decent window there. Solid wall there. Now up here, definitely want the entire back to be greenhouse walls. And this can go back to wood. Alright. Executive decision time. I think on this side the floor can slope. This roof line can continue its slope upward. And on that side, we're going to be a higher peaked roof. As a matter of fact, let's make it really obvious that that's taller. And I know that the warehouse has some flat roof pieces that I really think the back would be well, I can't do a sloped roof. So yeah, a flat one is... I'll figure this out. I know I will. Now that one... Yes, I know what I'm doing. Before I walk out on that non-existent floor, why does it only want to snap the way I don't want it to? There we go. Now I can put that door back. I scrapped that door, didn't I? Son of a gun. Okay. I want to transition the... Oh, I know what I can do with this. There is a very specific wall piece for just that purpose. Now I can put the slanted roof on this side. Mr. Warehouse roof. Did I just put floors on this? I did. I swear some days, if it wasn't for mistakes, I wouldn't know I was out here in the real world. Does that cover the entire length? It does. Now, roof. Nice big porch from back here. Need a set of stairs to get up to it, but that's coming. Which way is that? Those are going that way, so I want that going that way. Come on. Really? It says, screw you and the horse you rode in on. I'm not going the orientation you want. Now then. Okay, now need some supports. What exactly does Kate do for a living while she's here? I keep seeing her wander by, but something tells me she is not hard at work. I just wander by and then turn around and wander back. Kate, you're not making me believe that you are working hard. Just letting you know. It's not the way to convince the boss. A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. Now the ceiling needs to be supported. In enough from the edge that I'm not going to stop myself from putting rails on. And walk off the edge because I haven't put rails on. It's a recurring theme in these builds. That's a little bit far back. Now intentionally walk off. It should look approximately... Yes, it does look supported. That's going to need some step. need some rails. Excellent. Down here we can go with a more rustic look on the railings. Don't we have a long plywood? No, we only have the long... I thought there was a longer plywood one. There, nothing too repetitive. Help if I put something on here, because even if the settlers won't walk off the edge, I sure as heck will. So now we need something for folks to eat on. I don't remember where the cafe stuff is, so there it is. Let's... I originally wanted to use these over in the original build of the Turkey Buzzard's Retreat, and they looked silly inside that building. But out here, they don't look so silly. Hopefully these are all facing the right way. Quick test. Oh yeah. Excellent. Okay, so we have some space for people to have some drinks out on the veranda. We've got a nice place for them to do some dancing in. So I think this is a great second floor dance hall. So this will be the actual bar and dining area. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. Is it in here? Yes, cafe is in here. 2 of the booths wouldn't fit in here. In one. Floor tile, would they? Pretty sure they would be, sticking outside. Yeah. But no, I could do one. Little. Or I could do the booth over on this side. And then I could have 2. And I can put a table over here. That's too big. That one should be okay over here. Why does it want to jump on the roof? Do I have any chairs left? I have 3 chairs left. I can build that one. Get a little bit of variety. Doesn't hurt. Hi, Clinton. How are you? Happy Saturday to you, sir. I can do a smaller table right here. You know, I'm building chairs. I already have chairs that they're not using. I'm not always the brightest bulb on the tree. I can store that. Oh, might as well bring some tables, too. Alright. Take the decorations. Put them aside. Yeah, that worked well. Oh, just flip that over, okay. We got a big table, a small table, and a small table. We have more room over there, so we should be good. Take the cigarette machine with me while I'm going. And it's already dark again? Wow. Either time flies, or the game speed was a little bit high. Because I don't think we were here long enough for that. We were. 12 hours. And wake up for a stormy day. Because I just can't win. Let me know if it's too dark on your end with the storm. I can wait out the storm. Yeah, as a matter of fact, my tiny YouTube window is telling me it is too dark. We'll give it a couple of hours. And a few more. That's better. Okay. Now I should have a bunch of chairs. I should do the tables first. Oop, walk right outside. That's just how I roll. Okay, I must have passed the other table I had. That fancy one. I know I had a fancy... There it is. Oh, I'll just go upstairs now. I could fly if I wanted to. You're correct, Russ. And when I'm done with the build here. I might just fly to get a decent look from a distance on this build, because I am actually interested in what it looks like from a distance. One of these. Ooh, I just realized that's going to be a tight squeeze for settlers. They don't like to walk in narrow spaces. Hope that guy doesn't mind having his back to the door. Whoever ends up sitting there, that is. Sounds like Kate's walking by again. Maybe that's what she does around here. She walks. Yeah, I'm only going to put the 3 at this table. Let's get him. Is that the big... Wow, that's huge. Number 2 is a little bit better. I think... Which size did I give him? Did I give him... Because I built that early in my playthrough, and that might have been a... just a basic bar. That's a level 2 bar. Okay. So, let me eliminate one of those tables and give him an upgraded bar. We'll eliminate this table. We'll move this one. And he can have the entire corner for bartending. So I really want him to have nothing but the best. Plenty of room for him to get in here. Plenty of room for people to sit. Still need to build the bathroom. Yes, that's what this is a bathroom. Think about layout. Sinks on this wall. I kind of like the vault sinks. Can't go too low with them, though. Why is it trying to twist out? Oh, now she doesn't have a job. That's why she's wandering around. I thought she had a job. Isn't there a half walls? This is half walls, okay. Could do that. 'Cause let's face it, these people are not accustomed to privacy, but let's get a little bit nicer to them. But only a little bit nicer. Okay, this can be centered a little bit. That one basically is. I need something to go across the top. I think I have some planks in this assorted wood stuff. Okay, and mostly because I don't think that the Wastelanders are going to stand on any kind of pretense that their privacy is that. Oh, need something for that to lock onto, or to bolt onto. Do I have any of them that stand up? That are flat against the wall type? No. I could put plywood on that wall, though. Try and get it so it's... Well, there's just not a lot of... Oh my... The sensitivity on this controller is going to be the death of me. Guess that's what happens when your fingers start getting old. They don't move the same way anymore. Hi, Will. How you doing? Now there's something for a urinal to attach to. Looks mostly attached. One for the shorter guys. It'd help if I didn't skip over the directories I was looking for all the time. And that's not it. That's it. Oh, I hope you're not washing your hands at that sink. Let's move that one over. There we go. Actually, that's what I was looking for. And for the record, nobody in the wasteland would ever put toilet paper on a roll in such an abysmal way. Goes over the top, people. Not down behind the back. And in case you're wondering, when you go to the store and you see all the rows that used to have toilet paper and they're empty, it is indeed because my settlers went and emptied the stores. Russ, I do buckets and wash rags quite a bit, but I wanted to do something a little bit more quote-unquote normal, something that maybe the Soul Survivor would remember and miss. That's too clean. Those are all too clean. Frequently when I build custom outhouses, you'll see that I'll throw the rolled up newspapers or the flat newspapers, the Boston Globes, on the corner of the seat.
We'd move
And
faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
oh, if you didn't walk up to me and start talking
Enough of
about
this,
your
sir.
arse, I wouldn't
Just point us to the
be
nearest
looking at
watering
it.
hole.
Did you really just say point me to the nearest watering hole? You're in a bar.
Getting dark out. Maybe we should find a place to bed down for the night.
It is dark out. I agree. You're right, Clint. Some of them would probably take it home and sleep on it. And then they'd complain that I gave them a pillow that breaks down.
Been too long since I picked a fight.
Wow, she just won't stop talking to me even when I don't know where she is. Alright, where should power come in? I know I'm going to need it over the entire length of the building, so... And I don't think it'll radiate downstairs from the roof, but I'm going to give that a shot first. If I bring in power from that building, I can run along the roof here. And I know I'm going to need it pretty much in the center line of the building, which is halfway across this one. So let's see how well we can do wiring without walking off the roof. See how that goes. How far apart can I put them before the roof surface interferes? Ah, don't do that. Okay, so I can hook it and then move it, but I can't take it that far to start with. Now let's see if I can do this without... I made it! Now to find out if power comes down far enough from that roof to put a light in here. Come on, I want it to look... It does. That's a happy situation. I bet this one won't. Just because that's the way my... this is actually closer, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't terribly off center of what I wanted. They were almost on target. That one is horribly off target. Why'd you guys let me put that there, huh? The lighting up here needs to be a little bit more subdued, I believe. So I think we're going to go with a mirror ball here, if I can get it to sit the way I want it to. I don't want it to look like it's clipped through a beam. I want it to look like it's... Now it's trying to get on top of the roof. How's that? Can do a second one over here. It just does not like... Here, get closer to me. Why does it want to jump through that beam so much? Or on top of the roof so much? There we go. There. can do something somewhat dim in the corners. Keep people from tripping over themselves. Do these tables exist to this light? Not really. But I saved the candles, if I'm not mistaken. I did. Okay. Guarantee there's not any power on the front wall, though. So, I never put an open sign on here? For shame. I can be fairly certain the front wall is not going to have power. Could be mistaken, but I'm not. Let's see. I could do this. Want to be able to see that it's kind of centered here. And then I can put the name right there. Probably easier to just rebuild the sign and leave the one that's and scrap the one that's over there. Yeah, Doug, when I was a younger man, just in high school, I lived in a small town in upstate New York where the grocery store I worked at had a big sign that said open 24 hours. And that didn't apply to not tourist season. But they never took the sign down. So whenever my family came to visit, they would make fun of the place because the sign was out there saying open 24 hours. And my brother-in-law always said, yeah, but that's not in a row. Okay. I know. I got creative with the sign, and I actually like the way that sign works. So it's red for turkey. red for turkey, green for buzzard, and blue for retreat, with the U and the R being different colors. Got it.
Only thing better than getting pissed is picking a fight. Am I right?
Kate, didn't I already run you through the drug rehab program? Shouldn't you not be interested in that? Okay, I know that it's buzzard, and then its retreat is the next one down. So let's be... and then back to red. This is where we find out if Rob knows how to spell. Not like I could have chosen words that were easier to spell without going through the entire dictionary. Yeah, we're definitely finding out if Rob knows how to spell. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a break real quick. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Okay, now I'm back. Hope everybody got something to drink. Sorry about the sudden departure. We had a minor issue. My wife did not realize that there was a controller plugged in the garage into the outlet for our garage door opener. And unfortunately, when she grabbed this extension cord, it unplugged the garage door opener. And she didn't know why the garage door wasn't working anymore. And there we go. Good old Bob. Has his own mailbox. And now he can upgrade to his new digs. Bob, you're getting a promotion. Excellent.
The open road and a
Thank you,
loaded weapon.
Barbarian.
Doesn't get much better than this.
There's McCready. He's also just wandering around out here.
Keep leading and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right?
Well, Bob's taking his time getting there, that's for sure.
Walk 100 miles if I knew there was a pile of caps.
Oh, good lord. Do you have a line of dialogue for every time I pass by you, McCready? Because this is going to get old real fast. Hi, VG. How's it going?
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Oh, great. McCready stopped talking to me, so now I get to hear Sturgis telling me about things. Yes, I know. The bottle of bourbon is stolen. Not entirely sure why. But it's okay. Because it's Bob's bottle of bourbon, not my bottle of bourbon. When the Commonwealth cops come, they ain't coming for me. Just saying. guarantee when I pick up the other table, everything's going to fall off it. But that's okay. Now you might be asking why I had that table with cuts of meat just sitting on it. The stove has a work animation that a lot of the settlers were using, where they would cut meat. And basically drop the meat off to the side. It looks stupid because that's not going to fly, is it? It looks stupid because they were dropping the meat and it was just hovering in air for a second and then disappearing. So I put a small pile of meat next to hit two keys at once. And still need to have that off. Great. Because I can't see where the bottom of the feet are on all three legs. But it looks somewhat ridiculous to have meat floating next to the stove. So, my solution was to put a small pile of what looked like fresh cut meat next to it, or cuts of meat anyway, next to it. So when they were dropping the meat, it would just pile up. And I'm just going to store this stuff. Mr. Snark, how are you, sir? Naturally, somebody's walked into the bar and opened the bathroom door already. Because Fallout. And now, people won't have to eat their dinner listening to the sound of the turrets. Some poor schmuck will end up sleeping next to the sound of the turrets, like it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna have to find something to do with this, or I could actually just leave this stuff here, couldn't I? Whoever moves in here would have their own little kitchen. We shall see. We shall see. Is that actually on the wall? It's clipping through the bar. And I'd better put one over the urinals because otherwise somebody's going to be scrubbing the floor a lot more than they need to. I can't complain, Mr. Snark. I woke up breathing. My family is doing Thanksgiving dinner today because my daughter worked on Thanksgiving. So they're busily cooking and, of course, running out for the odds and ends that they've forgotten about in the previous shopping trips, which I'm sure is a common occurrence in almost everybody's household, so it's no surprise that it would happen. Not in the wall, on the wall. And I want to say very, very special hello to my grandson, Eisen, my granddaughter, Lachlan, and my grandson, Odd, who are all sitting in the living room watching the show right now. I will attempt to remain on my best behavior so that they know that their Offie is a relatively nice guy. And of course I did not make these even, did I? That looks a lot better. Did you get any more snow up your way, Groucho? I know you said the other day that you've already had some of the white fun powder. Yeah, VG, we tend to do the same thing. We make a list, we check it, we go to the store 2 or 3 times just to make sure that we're all done ahead of time, and bam. You're right, Dag. Snow is a 4-letter word. I'm gonna claim ignorance on that one, Groucho. Yeah, see, I do use buckets for my bathrooms. I just want something a little bit more for this one. I need a spot for the coffee maker. Where would it be a good spot for a coffee maker in here? thinking maybe on this wall, but then people will always be walking past this one poor schmuck. Maybe they don't get a coffee maker now. Well, Fords are generally speaking good, reliable cars, but every once in a while you get one that was made on a Friday. Okay. Anything I've forgotten here? I guess that I can have the fire extinguisher over there. Anything else? I feel like I'm doing the once-over because I'm moving out of my apartment. Welcome back, Doug. Well, yeah, those northern states, they're vicious to cars. I have spent a lot of time living in the Northeast. New York, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania. Absolutely brutal on cars. And there's not a lot you can do about it. My decorative bits are from my inventory. Wherever I find things in-game, like this is public occurrences. I do have USO installed, so there is a few more decorations in the decorations menu, and it's laid out a little different. But most of my decorating comes from just grabbing things in the environment and placing them after the fact once I get things decorated the way I want them. Or once I get the, the furnishings put in place the way I want them. Hawk, that does say buzzard. That is... We relocated the Turkey Buzzard's Retreat, which, of course, is the tribute to Bob. Every settlement I build, or at least every character that I build a settlement with, is going to have a tribute for him. I didn't know him as well as other people did, but he will sorely be missed in the community. Now this time, I think I am going to wait. This isn't an actual surface. Son of a... It's like these aren't real surfaces. And if you don't put it on the table, it will fall through. now that he is moved, we no longer need... Oh yeah, I did make some of these letters brighter by doubling the installation. I don't know if you're aware that the game does allow you, as long as you haven't moved off it, to put them down 2, 3, 4 times. You can make the letters a lot brighter than they appear by default. I think with the new sign position at night, it will definitely be as bright as this one was. I did not know... I'm not going to butcher that name. I did not know that person at all, but I will be happy to go take a look at their channel and try and come up with a fitting tribute for them as well. That's why it was snapping as I did things. What do you mean if you ever build again, VG? You do great building. You can't stop. Thank you. Thanks for telling me how to pronounce that. I never would have guessed that that would have been shell. Now, Will's right. You can't stop building just because... No. You can stop building anytime you want. It's your channel. But you can't abandon us in our moments of need. You're a good builder. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything to put up there. And naturally, everybody, it's definitely going to be late enough, right? Yeah, they're all down the other bar. Son of a...
Let's get this show
If
on
you
the
ain't been
road.
up to see Grey Garden, you should go.
Hey.
Whole place is run by robots.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Hey, everybody, there's another bar just up the road. You don't all have to hang out in one place.
I don't ask for much.
Someday
Just
I'll
need a full
understand
bottle
how
and
to
some bones to break.
influence their decision making. Oh, I can understand trying to find the time and getting that idea in your head and then not seeing the place to put it can be frustrating. I can get behind that. Alright, I was hoping to go to 2:30 today, but I had some difficulty starting in the house I wanted to upgrade, so we came over here and we built this bar. So I am going to sit down at this bar and wait for the storm to pass, and then we'll do a final look at it. Luckily, you can see the sun coming up, so you don't have to guess if it's been enough time anymore. Hawk, it will definitely influence them. I want to influence them in a way that has them continue to use things that I put out for them, though. Okay? I think what I'm going to do is move a bunch of scavenging stations. I have them placed around the settlement. I'm going to move some down here. And I'm probably going to move some of the... Well, I'm going to move the farming out of this location. I don't want Sanctuary to be a farm community because I have Abernathy, Finch, Grey Garden, and County Crossing all producing food that in amounts enough for the entire map. I don't need these to be up here. But I need to get them doing activities in the area of the other bar to get them to work up there. Shock collars would be nice. You know, especially if, you know, I had a visible button that I could hold in my hand in game and like a pistol, and every time I did something I didn't want, I could pick it up, pull it out of the holster and push the button. That would be a very nice thing. Alright, as you can see, I went with the idea of asymmetry. I like the way that comes up with a lot of the Bethesda builds. It makes it feel like they are grabbing things and using them as they find them. So we come in here and we have a nice dining room. And the paper's on the floor already. Good place for people to sit and have a meal before or after a hard day's work. We got Bob here running the place. During my downtime, I'll probably sneak in here and pile up the meats and move his supply shelf to the walls behind him. He has a dance floor up here for people to enjoy themselves. I will put a jukebox or a couple of radios up here, but I will never turn them on because Facebook loves to tell people about their copyrighted material that's in their builds, in their videos. But then, of course, the people who are up here dancing the night away need a place to come out and enjoy a drink while they cool down. Maybe some of the folks came in and they just wanted to come straight up here with their meal. They can sit down and look down at the river after a hard day's work. I appreciate that, Barbarian. It's a labor of love. I want Sanctuary to be a town that the survivor can feel like they've done something special with. I get the impression that Bethesda set the survivor up as a person who wanted to be away from the conflicts in the game universe. Yeah, I think that all the named characters are going to be moving out of town here. Marcy has already been assigned as the provisioner between the castle and Spectacle Island, so I never have to hear her again. The named characters are going to get sent somewhere, probably somewhere that I'm not going to build right away, and then I'll move them when I decide to build there. But overall, I do think that this turned out to be a pretty nice place for the Turkey Buzzards retreat.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
It's a good use of this space. Definitely looks realistic to me. I hope that everybody who's been here for the up to 2 hours that I've been streaming today enjoyed their time. I hope that I gave at least some ideas to some people. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful weekend and a great, for us, our American viewers, a great holiday weekend. I know it's a 4-day weekend for a lot of Americans. Not all, I do know that as well. I will be seeing you guys in the various streams throughout the weeks. I hope that you're all staying healthy and happy with you and your family. And as the Christmas holiday approaches, I want to remind everybody that this time of year can be somewhat stressful. So try and relax and take a deep breath if you find yourself in that situation. If it's a little bit worse than just a little bit stressful, remember to call a friend. I want to see everybody have a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. And I hope that you enjoy the ride with me. I will be here every Saturday at noon for 2 or hopefully eventually 3 hours when my voice can handle talking for that long. Until then, have a great day.